You got something to say?
Man, we ready to set this thing off.
Right. We're going to start this thing off.
All right. Going to start it off right today.
We're all in the house tonight.
It's all good, man. We with Giggles Without Limits. We live with Comedienne
Thank you.
May Gayden.
Hey, and look, and
she Creole, so she French. Comedienne. Like, man,
hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little
I had
Louisiana,
to get out my thesaurus. I ain't know what that meant. Comedian. Yeah. Now that's what that comedian.
Yes, it's like actor.
Like Joan Rivers. Comedian Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers.
Yeah, Joan Rivers.
Absolutely. That is something I have stuck with since.
I noticed that.
I'm stuck with that. Like I'm a lady. I'm a whole lady out here. Clearly, I am a cisgendered
baby having.
I'm a cisgendered female. You know, that was the funniest thing when they brought that back to surface.
It's back to surface. I never heard of that.
So cisgender has always been a term used in sociological study.
Sociological
study. Yeah,
really?
It's in sociology. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure because when I first saw it was in my sociology classes when we were talking about the LGBTQ community in school. And so I'm like, when I seen it come out, I'm like, ooh, they're not gonna like that because we had a lot of heterosexual cisgendered males that did not like the cis part of it.
Sissy.
And I was like, y'all been running around acting fool with LGBTQ all the time, and now you got to be called cis.
That's crazy. That's nuts. I never thought about that.
It takes me out every time.
Well, and that just shows like the age, the generational. When you say they brought it back, I'm like, nigga, I ain't never heard of that shit.
So I'm an old person. Like I really was born in 1832. Like I was born free. I believe I was born free.
You was born free in 1832.
I believe I was born free. I was in 1832, and somebody decided to have mercy and send me to school or something like that. So
even in your past life, you was educated.
I believe so because it's things that I am interested in as far as knowledge that are so antiquated, or I love antiquated information when it's told honestly.
Right.
And the things I'm interested in are only people that's from 18. Like I wasn't born here. Like I'm back. Like this ain't my first go round.
So let me ask you this: you think you could just go ahead and you make moonshine yourself? I mean,
so mind your business. I think you trying.
You got them old school
skills. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something about this right here. Like I hope that as I lose this baby weight, that this right here don't go away because I've been assigned. Like I got Big Mama duties now. Like I'm on Easter.
That's
like
real.
I'm on Easter.
That's real.
I did Easter.
So you baking your macaroni?
But listen, what you said. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting a little.
You break out the box of crabs.
This my year.
Add milk with the powder.
Right. I got no.
You got real macaroni.
I got real macaroni, like real cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like grandma used to make.
Okay.
I mean, no. I tended to greens. I didn't just cook them.
Right.
No. I tended to them. We talking about fresh greens, slow cooked. Yeah, all night cooking them hard, tough. I got out the field greens.
So they just melt.
Man, listen, let me tell you something. Them greens so good. My daddy stole 2 Ziploc bags worth.
He did. He said Ziplocs.
And I'm just my daddy country. My daddy grew up in the back bayou of Monroe, Louisiana. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
See that's how you know it's real uncut because I'm burping a baby as we speak. But my dad grew up in the back bayou of Louisiana.
Monroe.
So thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Let me get something to cover my
napkin or something.
Yes, you welcome, sir. Thank you.
It's all good.
Don't nobody look. Only moms felt. Only moms felt my pain just
for me. It's all good, man.
Only moms. I'm glad we're going home and cuddling up after this.
Yeah. That shirt done had that a few times, I'm sure. Ain't nobody mad.
I'm so sick of you.
Ain't nobody mad.
I'm sick of you. I'm so sick of you.
Mama.
I'm a whole mama.
So back to the bayous.
The bayou.
The back bayous of
Bayou
Monroe,
LaBatcher.
Right.
Bayou LaBatcher. No. He grew up in the back bayou, so he country.
So y'all eat coon.
We do not. Let me tell you something. Leave that masked Avenger where he at. I respect.
I don't want to eat nothing with hands.
Let me tell you something. Thank you. I don't want to eat nothing that can fight me back. You went right where I was going with that. That can
grab the knife.
I'm not finna eat nothing that wash his food before he. I watched the coon say grace. I done watched a coon say grace before he went in my trash can.
Coon will watch you.
Yeah.
Coon will watch
you. My sister had pet raccoons on accident.
No, on accident.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was on accident.
They better be on accident.
When she stayed at her house, she had a raccoon that would go in her trash can,
Lord.
but he would leave a mess everywhere.
Yeah.
So she went outside. Yep, she went outside.
She said, look, man.
He wouldn't fit inside the traps we set, so she went outside and waited on that raccoon.
And she said, "Let me talk to you.
And let me talk to you.
Look, you can have what you want,
but don't leave no mess." Yes. She told that raccoon, "Don't you leave no mess." And that raccoon picked up after itself. You didn't even know. You only knew the raccoon came because you heard the trash can slam down. And my sister would lean back and go, "You better pick up over there." Lord. And you would hear that trash can open and close again. You should see it.
Hey, you don't want to be dinner player.
No, the one that got me was he got suspended for 2 weeks from her house.
Suspended.
He got suspended because he brought friends. She said, "I didn't say you could bring friends."
Oh, that's hilarious. I love that.
She said, "I didn't say you could bring friends."
That's how you get respect right there.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm not finna be talking about you behind your back later. You motherfucker brought friends and shit.
Right.
Nobody tell that motherfucker to bring
No.
I'm gonna stop you at the door.
Yeah, she said, Didn't nobody tell you to bring no friend?
They can come on in this time, but I don't want to see you.
Yep. She said, "You can't come back for 2 weeks." When I tell you that raccoon was gone for like 10 days, for
you
real.
Bought friends. That's hilarious.
Baby, you bought friends. I said, Sam, that might have been his baby mama.
Didn't nobody tell you to bring them.
But you know what?
Get the food and bring it back.
I feel that goes back to me feeling like I was born in the wrong time because, like, again, my dad grew up in the country. It was a farm. My great grandmother was like that. Had a relationship with animals and was able to speak. Because like the toughest thing in my grandma, I mean, she had hogs, horses, roosters. Everything.
Yeah, grandmas is
dogs.
The shit.
Yeah,
OG grandmas used to.
OGs used to have. OG mamas used to have control of everything in her by one word.
Yeah, my grandmama, she always working in the yard. She would kill a snake with the hoe. I seen her kill a wasp with her hand one day. She was laying on the couch, wasn't feeling good. Was in there buzzing around. Wow, I'm like, with your hand, grandmama?
Because we tired.
Killed it.
But I feel that though. Now that I'm a mama, some stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You be like, when you a
that's
mama.
That instinct too. Because I remember I was chilling one time, and this in the country. You know, my grandmama and them stayed Twin Groves. It's real. They didn't pave the road to about 93. So. On some real shit.
But that's the best growing up though.
On some real shit.
If you didn't grow up running down some rocks with no shoes on,
there you go. If you don't
who
know,
are
if
you?
you
I don't even want to be around.
That,
I don't want to be around y'all. That
you can't walk barefoot eating a bologna sandwich down the gravel road.
Okay.
You
No. And here you go, right? If a good day in the summertime wasn't when you got time to pan fry the bologna. And put a little mayonnaise or a little mustard on there. One or the other, not both, because you're doing too much if you do both.
Well,
but put your little mustard.
I did that yesterday. I fried the bologna yesterday. That mug had mayonnaise.
Did it get crispy on that right there?
I get it black. I get it like flip it, then flip it. Because you know I got Walmart delivery, and on Walmart delivery you can't tell them what to cut it on.
Right.
So obviously they cut it on one, so they was thin. They was real thin. So I was just like, I threw a couple of them in there for that beef bologna. Boy, what are you talking about? Fry hard. Oh, anyway. Right. But yeah. I get what you're saying.
Only black people understand fry hard.
Well, I know a lot of people like that thick bologna. I ain't kind of into that yet. A lot of people, because a lot of the restaurants, they serve that real thick bologna fried hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, you know what though? I can't do a whole thing of the thick bologna, and that's only because I found out once again, my country, Louisiana family, we do boudin, and so when you mix that together. And you slice it down, you don't really, you get your little cracker, you know what's in there, but because
it's like rice and everything.
Yeah, it's rice, it's rice and sausage, it's some pepper, all that stuff too. So I just think that people need to go back. I like I said, if you've never ran through some gravel road with your shoes off. If you don't take your shoes off when you go to your granny house, you don't say, "Is your granny really a granny?" Because I don't.
Well, no, I mean you're in a different age now. It's just because it's folks now all the way city. They grew up. They 42 and they a grandmama and they grew up listening to Boosie and it's different. And so that ain't. And
that's my thing. Boosie grew up taking his shoes off when he went to his granny house.
He did. not you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
not his baby mama, not you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the thing. So, you know, like I said,
it's funny that you say that about the grandmothers, because I work in the schools and I am seeing a traumatic thing as far as I'm concerned, because I could never imagine doing this. But like I'm seeing grandmothers who have raised 2 and 3 generations after her kids. Mm-hmm. Like, why are y'all still
the great grandmother?
You dropping your kids off at your great grandmother.
You dropping well,
and letting her raise them. Like that's
it happens now. That's the real world. I had to remind my mama the one time, like, them ain't your grandkids. Like that's your great
grandkids.
That's your great grandkids. Like them my grandkids. What is you talking about? Like,
I know it's weird you being a grandfather.
And I got grandkids. You wouldn't look. You'd be like, yeah, that's what let you know.
When you got grandkids,
anybody can be a granddaddy.
I'm gonna be so like I had him this year.
Well, you're grown though.
Yeah, I'm grown though. I'm trying to imagine.
You know, it's people that
being a grandmother.
Well, you got to think.
Like,
because a lot of kids had, you know, you might have as a teenager. My first child had like 22, which is still young. Yeah. So the difference between my kids that I had at 22 and 32 is different kids. Like, because like my oldest daughter, we partners. Like, it ain't even because you know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, it's like, we ain't though. Don't let it get she think we is.
Don't let it.
I be like, hold on.
But she is.
Because I got that old school still like, hell, nah, we ain't that cool. We is not that cool.
You know, I did my daddy like that. My friend was inviting me on a trip, and I talked to my daddy about it. And you know me, I've traveled from Canada to Mexico. I done been to Europe. I done been all over the world, you know what I'm saying, in my life. And so I know how to save money. I'm not finna spend a lot of money, you know, when I don't have to.
Right.
It's a trip to Dallas, ma'am.
Right.
I'm not finna spend all that money. And then I'm going for you because you are, I saw... And now, let's be clear, I saw one of the legends of entertainment. I've seen some of the greatest legends of entertainment in my lifetime. Shout out to the River Fest. Shout out to me wanting to move around. Like, I've seen some of the most prolific artists of our lifetime perform. And so, but I'm just not a Janet Jackson fan. Like, I'm not, like I know, you know what I'm saying, Poetic Justice song, the one he sampled, right? But I can't say that I know...
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I like you and all. You a good person, and I've been knowing you. And I'm gonna make a disclaimer. I do know you. It's not like somebody off the street. You just young, baby.
Yeah.
You just young.
Yeah.
Cause let me tell you something. See what you talking about? Poetic Justice. You don't even. That's a movie. That ain't Janet Jackson.
Know.
But get what I'm saying.
No, that should tell you that I'm not a fan. But
that's what I'm saying. The song that he actually sampled
is called
Anytime, Any Place.
I couldn't think of it. Yes.
Which is written by the king of R&B himself.
Please tell me. Please say it's R. Kelly.
Who's the king of R&B?
Is it Bobby Brown? No.
Well, there is an asterisk. Look, because Whitney said it.
We're gonna give
he the king R&B, but the king R&B is R. Kelly. So, but before that though, when I was young coming up, see, Janet was Penny on Good Times.
Oh, hello.
Janet was Charlene on Different Strokes. She was on Fame. Then she had music.
No. That's how I really just got
the Rhythm Nation. He a Janet Jackson fan.
He a Janet Jackson fan. He said it too much.
So but Janet, you know, I get it though. You got to go back to the old Janet. She got some good stuff.
Yeah.
She was in. You saw her live?
Yes. So we went down. Hold on. Let me be a parent. He got it too. No, we went down. We ran down.
I think we don't be having it.
We were supposed to meet.
My kids love me. They don't really like that. Just let me know.
But it's time for me morning nap. So. Look. Don't you do it. Yeah. Don't you do your daddy like that, son.
Yeah. Hey, we won't book your mama on this show no more. We don't play that. We don't play that. I'm like, Trey.
You better control your kids.
You know, Trey, you can't control your kids. I control my kids.
I can look at them when they 1 month old and told them that they wasn't hungry.
My kids, so.
Hey, big shout out to Trey Diesel, man. Hey, listen. Hey, listen, Trey Deezy, that's one of my boys.
That's my
man.
dog.
That's my dog, man.
That's
like
my dog, man.
me and Trey got down to being neighbors at one time. Like that's
Trey.
my dog. But Trey don't play. It's her stuff. Trey mean that.
I ain't even finna get into how I know Trey. But like I said,
yeah, we're not gonna talk about it.
I saw he do comedy too. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay,
that's
back to this Janet Jackson concert.
Right. So was it Dallas?
So it was in Dallas.
Dallas, okay.
So I was like, okay, well, I already have to be in Dallas for work. What I'll tell work is I'm gonna drive down, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna fly down, but I'm not gonna fly back. So we worked it all out.
I ain't even finna get in there.
This what happened?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. So this girl gonna send me a hotel, huh? This girl gonna send me a bottle, Lord Jesus, because he just said
bottle. Look at mama.
This girl gonna send me a bill.
A bill.
A bill, like, split the bill on the hotel for $400. I said, ma'am, we finna be down here for one night. Why are we spending $800 on a hotel room? She was like, well, that's all I could find near the thing. I said, 1,000% sure that's not the only thing you could find. I said,
where y'all was at? Y'all was at like some.
I don't know where we was at. All I know is I came home. And my daddy said, why you looking like that? I said, because I just got off the phone with my homegirl and she talking about spending $800 on a hotel to see Janet Jackson. He was like, what, how many days you going to be in a hotel? I said, she talking about one. I told my daddy, I said, let me tell you something. If I spend $800 on a hotel room that I got to share with somebody, it sure ain't finna be nobody and I ain't finna sleep with.
You ain't lying. So this is a room. This is an $800. It was a suite or something, right?
It had to be.
For all y'all. For how many?
It was just me and her.
You and her? Oh, hell to the no.
Yeah.
That ain't that kind of trip. That ain't even that kind of trip, bro.
Go ahead and take her. Go ahead and take her. This is real life, by the way. This is real life. This is what go on when it's not glamorous when y'all watching y'all favorite celebrities.
You gotta pull on it. It's gotta match.
It don't open from the inside. You got.
You might have just locked it. There you go. We got the high tech doors around here.
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
This is some high class shit.
Right, that's real life right there. By the way, if you are an artist out here, let me tell you, if you are an artist and a parent, I spent my first 6-7 years. Oh my God, Ma, I'm almost a decade in this thing.
Yeah, that's good.
I spent my first 6 years in entertainment as not a parent. But what I did do was the people in my scene, I supported that they were parents. I didn't babysit kids. I didn't help kids get through school. I didn't tutored. I didn't watch for a few minutes. I didn't picked up and dropped off. I didn't supported during doctor's visits. All that stuff.
For other comedians.
Other people, other comedians. And when I tell you, and other people anyway, because that's the kind of person I am. And when I tell you,
you got that mama nature.
I do. But when I had my son, the way my community is still supporting me as a parent.
Yeah, it takes a village.
It takes a village. And my village, like I try not to get this is an emotional moment, so I'm trying to be an OG about it. But the way my village turned up for me, that we did not. I mean, we're just now really spending money on our son, and outside of medical bills and stuff like that, clothes. But
you got diapers and clothes
for days. Diapers, socks, toys, stuff that he don't even need to like even down. Like I literally had somebody in my community, my comedy community at that literally bought the beds for my house and my son's father's house. Like, it's a bed at both of our houses.
That's nice.
So, when I say truly, don't be just investing people because of what I'm telling you. I'll give it, I give it back to your person down. No, like, one, I do believe in God for that. I do believe that tithing is your time, your tangibles, and your talent.
Right, indeed.
But on top of all that, when God say, give and I give it back to you, press down, shaking together, running over. You may not see it right then. You do the job. Like, you do what you're assigned to do, which is take
do the right thing.
Do the right
with
thing
the right
all
intention,
the time with the right intention.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking, first of all, I didn't even think I could have kids. Because I had some medical stuff happen and it wasn't really possible. And so it wasn't going to happen.
Right.
I had said, and like, Mom knows me, been knowing me a long time now. I had set my mind to be the go-getter, the corporate girly that do the comedy on the side. I had plans in mindset, and God was like, hey, so you gonna meet this dude from West Helena, right? Right?
Oh, he's from West Helena?
No, yeah, Helena, West Helena. Yeah, Helltown. But you gonna meet this dude from West Helena, right?
Right.
and I'm finna change y'all lives, both of y'all lives. So
that's how it happens.
That's how it happens. And so when that happened, my brain is like, all right, get your hustle on. You done helped enough people. You done saw enough people. You know what you got to do. Get going, girl.
Right.
And I looked up, and I mean, from the time I put baby shower up there just because you're supposed to have a baby shower.
Right.
Little did I know, I would say, as far as essentials go, the essentials, not the cutesy stuff like the baby cologne and stuff. As far as the essentials go, I would say 85% of my Amazon wish list was purchased.
That's dope. I like that.
Like 85%.
That's cool. That's like, cool. Well, you touched a lot of people in your life. So
Whoa, pause.
You pause.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch what you say that nowadays. You can't just say certain stuff no more.
You know for touching people. No diddy.
Okay, yeah, we were talking about figurative language, ladies and gentlemen. No diddy.
Look, this whole time we've been having this meaningful, emotional thing about us, and then they pause. Come on, Cameron. It's all good.
Pause. Heavy pause. Okay. Listen, sir. But the thing is like, dude, when is the at the school that I work at now, the principal always says, when is the right time to do the right thing? And the kids' response is all the time. All the time. And I'm very grateful that God has given me the opportunity to sow to other people as far as that, because I feel like that's one thing that we forget about when we sow to other people, is that you may not see that plant. It's plants, ladies and gentlemen, it's plants that you will plant in year 1 and are known for not blossoming till year 20.
There you go.
But you still have to nourish that plant. You still got to water it. You still got to feed it. You got to watch it be a little nub, barely above the soil.
Yeah.
You got to take care of it. And over that 20 years, if you do what you're supposed to do, when you are sowing into that, we back. When you are sowing into that seed, when it finally blooms and you have bloomed it properly and it's going to bloom and open up for you, you'll be surprised that you look around and, oh, well, let me announce that I'm blossoming my seed. Then you're like, oh, why the news calling me? Why are people asking how much am I charging for this plant to bloom? Because it's so rare what will blossom from that plant, because it took so long for you to keep sowing. And so if you are a person,
you don't just put a seed in the ground and an oak tree pop up the next day. That's just not how it happens.
It's not how it happens. It takes a while. Yeah. And like I said, the rarest of plants take the longest to sow. We love pineapples. Did you know it takes 2 years for a pineapple to blossom?
I did not know that.
It takes 2 years. Imagine somebody that said, I'm going to start a pineapple farm.
Right. Because I'm getting paid. I need to get this money by next month.
I need to get this money
by next month. But that's the mentality. But that's the mentality. I'll say this, though. If you do good out here in the world, I'll say people, like, you could be living in a very cynical mind state, and I'm probably one of those people. I everything, like, what the hell? Long story short, good people are seen. So look in the world, like, if you're doing good stuff in the world, people see that. People recognize that. Can't nobody put nothing on your name. See, what happened is you build this reputation of you did this to somebody or this happened to somebody, and the word that's just a different realm of working in,
Right.
So there's people that have certain like reputations where they won't deal with you, or they don't want to deal with you. Your name is out there bad, and so what you get from that, you know what I'm saying? It's the same like any other seed that you plant. You know what I'm saying? You can plant, a prickly pear. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna come out with the thorns and everything. And that comes a part of that. So you just have to. Like I said, people see it. Like I said, people see you. Like
people see you, and people that I, like I said, do the right thing all the time. I've had people come to me and say, I've been watching you for a long time, or I've been following you for a long time, or I've been seeing what you're doing. And I'm like,
yeah, well, if your name, this is a thing in entertainment, and a lot of times I hear people's name before I actually meet them. And I had heard your name before I met you. Well, no. I had met you, this funny. I had met you, right?
Right.
Then later on, I had heard your name, like as a comedian, because when I met you, I don't even think
it was business.
Yeah, it wasn't comedy. It wasn't like that.
Job.
Right?
Yeah,
so I wasn't even,
job.
and it wasn't even. I didn't put the two. You like May Gayden, and it was like, that's May. Okay, so when I saw like, oh, that's that May. So people know your name.
Yeah.
People.
But you met Mary, like you met Mary, right? Yeah, you met Mary, so it's okay.
Probably was even married here.
It was Mary. You met Mary. Yeah. But then you started hearing May Gayden,
and that's why I said, man. So you build a brand, you know that. And the thing about this kind of stuff is that's how you grow. So It takes time for people to know who you are. It takes time for you to so for the comedy scene. You get out there and do your thing. Your work shows for itself, so people have to see that. And people
Please say that one more time.
The work shows for itself. You can put your name out there and put your name on every flyer, and you doing these shows. But
if
when
nobody is laughing,
when they come see you,
you gotta cut up. And I don't care. Like, so let's break it on down. Mm-hmm. Let's break it on down. So first things first. Yes, there is a high epidemic of social media comics out here. And some of them are very funny. I have worked with some of them that are hilarious. There are some of them that get on stage and bomb everywhere they go.
Right. They can be
not
hilarious
just in
on
one
the internet.
city, not just in one place, but bomb everywhere they go. This is work. And one comedian that is now very, very famous and working hard. He even said DC Young Fly spoke on this. He said, "Man, I had to go and do the work."
Yeah, he started from the bottom.
Started from the bottom.
It's like you out on he was big on the internet. Then he started doing them shows. He really learned that
it don't necessarily translate.
Right, don't translate.
Like you got to put that pen. And what people really don't realize is comedians, the most successful comedians, no matter what other interviews are saying, some of the most successful comedians are some of the most intelligent people you've ever met.
Yeah.
No matter what their background is. Because y'all watch this podcast, it's some folks on here that are just loose out here in the world. They just loose, unmedicated, undrafted.
Well, you gotta be a kind of thinking person to be a comedian, right?
You do.
You gotta think about stuff to make people think. Like anybody can just be. I don't know. It's kind of hard. Like just like if you're a writer, you deal with words. You deal. That's your thing. So you listen to what people say. You listen to how people say things. You like I'm a word nerd. I can hear a word. Like we were talking like earlier. Like certain things, I'm just going. Later on, I'll be looking that word up or trying to think like how does this go. So it's just I understand that part. Right. Like there's a craft to it as far as writing. And like even if you write in your head, you still write.
And then you have to practice. Like I can honestly say I'm out of practice. Being a new mom and changing into a different career path. Like I'm out of practice, but I know that. Like I know my set. We've been up and down this state while I was pregnant, and then I had to go out of set a few times, and I'll have people with me and they'll be like, "Oh my God, that was like almost perfection," or "That was amazing." And then I go get in the car and I'm just like, "I did this wrong. My time was slow on this." Because and I feel like that's the part that nobody wants to do the work on when it comes to doing stand-up.
Well, but there's another side to that. If you got up there, you did your thing, and people told you that you was great, and you was like, "Yeah, that's fucked up." Like that. That's like you slipping because like. That's not. It's cool that they appreciate what they thought they saw, but if that ain't what you was actually trying to deliver, 100%, you didn't meet the mission.
Let me tell you something. Exactly. You got to meet the mission because you never know who's in the room.
That's how you get better.
That's how you get better. You never know who's in the room. I have gotten bookings from the Luna Bean, from the Joint, from man. I really did a baby daddy reveal. Like I make that joke all the time that I do weddings. I've really done a funeral. I've really done comedy at a funeral.
That's what's up.
So it's like I've done all kinds of things and gotten bookings from those events. And the thing about it is that one, you have to know your material. Some of y'all jump on any and every flyer. I got out of that within my first 6 months of doing comedy. Some stuff does not fit you, and that's okay. I don't do crowds that I know for certain I'm not authentic to. And I'm going to say that one more time. Let me say that one. I don't do crowds that I know for certain that I'm not authentic to. Now, let me say that in layman's terms. I know my audience. I know my audience. I don't go and do crowds that I cannot relate to.
Right.
I can go to the country and do the country. I can relate to that.
You can do a church crowd.
I can do a church crowd. I am a whole platinum level church kid.
Right.
Like, and people laugh when I say that for real. Let me tell you something. I did all that stuff, but like I said, can't nobody else that I know of say that they name is on the founders list.
Come on now.
At a church, let me tell you something. I mean, you know the little stones that be in front of black churches. That little stone that said the first pastor when they open. No, I'm on the list. It's right there.
1832.
I'm telling you, 18. I'm old. I was born with braids. Okay, listen.
Hey, tell me nigga ass.
Get your old young.
My name Ethel.
Right.
But then your real name is kind of interesting.
Listen.
It's kind of interesting.
Yes, actually,
your real name is a very interesting name.
My real name. That's how I named my son as well. I do have a family name. And so
I love your real name.
My real name. No, we're not gonna say my real name for the YouTube world.
I love your whole name.
Right, people be out here scamming. Because only me. I'm the only one.
That's like when the bill collector call. You know, there ain't nobody gonna know. They say your whole name.
We need Mary. How much? I'm gonna pay you right now for knowing my middle name. How much I owe you?
You know that's a bill collector.
I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
But so I have a family name. The deal was with my parents was that if I was a boy, my mother could name me, and if I was a girl, my dad could. And so my mother had planned for my father's real name. We're not gonna say that either. I'm not gonna do my dad like that.
He's from Monroe, Louisiana. Come on,
listen, country.
Let's get it.
I ain't gonna do my dad like that. But
let me stop. Is he from Monroe or he from something like right outside of Monroe?
He's actually from what's called Rayville.
There we go. See, I know when you said Monroe, that wasn't the real, but I know it's another little town out there.
Rayville. And so, so his name starts with a W as well.
Like Weefus.
No, it ain't that bad, but I'm not gonna do my daddy like that. He trying to get me to do my daddy in.
Wow.
And I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so anyway, so his name, and so my mother said, okay, well, we'll do William. And then the doctor said, I think there are twins in here.
Okay.
Because, old school 90s, they still trying to track and see. He's like, I think there's twins because I hear 2 heartbeats. So my mom was like, 2
heartbeats? Yeah, 2 heartbeats.
I might as well because I'm ADD like a mug. That might be what's wrong with me. That's what Dr. heard. No, but and so my mom said, well, if it's boy and girls, then it'll be William and Mary because she's a history buff.
William and Mary.
Lord,
yeah,
because my dad picked Mary because of his great grandmother, but her daughter because of his grandmother. I'm sorry, great grandmother.
Right.
Them levelized families, boy. You ain't when everybody grow up in the house, you know. So what happened was he went to his he went to his grandmother and he said, hey, what was your mama's name? I want to name my daughter, if I have a daughter, after your mother because she raised my mother. And that's how I want to honor my mother. And so she said, blank Mary. And then so my dad said, okay, well, I'm going to name my baby Mary Blank. We'll never know Mary Blank. Oh, Blank Mary. My great-grandmother wanted a Mary in the family.
So she just said it was Mary.
She just said it was Mary.
She said it was Mary.
Because then when my father's mother, when they told her the name, and she said, oh, the middle name is after my big mama. But
where y'all get the Mary from?
Where y'all get married from? And he said, your grandmother. She said, no, the middle name. She said, my grandmother's name was blank Vivian. I'm so glad I'm not a Vivian. Because I'm already a bougie heifer. Like, do you know how... No, I can't see no Vivian. I can't see me as no Vivian. Oh, I don't know a Vivian. If your name is Vivian and people like you, I need proof.
Your name Vivian, you wear furs.
Right. Like,
big diamond earring.
Yeah, you
I can't talk to you.
Vivian, you're not the first lady. You are the elder. You are...
No, Miss Vivian.
Okay,
Miss Vivian.
Miss Vivian. Like, Miss Vivian either got a husband that she waiting on to die so she can collect that check, or Miss Vivian,
like a silver fox. She fine as hell.
Yeah, and she fine now. Like, she fine, and she got
55 and 5.
Yeah, and she a cougar. And she a cougar. And she a cougar. When she turned 50 and her daughter turned 30, Vivian and her daughter look like sisters. You know what I'm saying?
So you keep using the word blank.
I'm not telling you.
Okay, my daddy name, and he ain't gonna be watching this, but my daddy named Billy Ray. Not Bill. He's not, this is crazy shit. This is fella. But he's a very respectable man. He's Bill Quarles.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But, I got and my grandmother named Willie.
That's about right.
Willie May.
Willie May. M-A-E or M-A-Y?
M-A-E. I got an auntie named Earl. Ain't Earl.
I feel like you told me that.
We had this conversation before. I'm sure.
I feel like we said it. Because when you said ain't Earl,
ain't Earl. I'm telling you, man.
First of all,
and she was married to Uncle Ben, so. Got a lot of double cousins over there and some other stuff. But anyway, let's get off my family and back on you. But I'm just letting you know this is a free zone. You can tell you're vulnerable. Right. You from a country family. You're gonna have back to well.
I'm not telling y'all my middle name. You know what? If you come to a show, literally, here go the plug. If you come to any of my shows, that is actually in one of my jokes where I talk about because I'm kind of an only child, like almost. Like I'm
your siblings are a little older than you.
Yeah, my siblings are way older than me, like almost a decade older than me. So like
they couldn't stand you,
baby. No. When I got
I spoiled or they couldn't stand you. Or both, right?
Both, absolutely both. So I'm gonna tell you, when I had just had my baby, my brother is here in town, and so he's been helping me with the baby and stuff like that. And so he said, "Yeah, that's my boy." He was like, "Yeah, she not my baby no more. Like I'm my big brother's
you was that baby, right?
Yes.
I can imagine."
He said, "Yeah, she not my baby no more. She got a baby."
Right.
And the way my heart stopped.
Look, you like, what do you mean?
And I thought I was an OG about it. I was like,
you thought you was old enough to handle that.
I thought I was, and I was not old enough for my big brother to tell me that I'm not his baby no more.
Baby no more.
And he looked at
me. That's the baby.
And he looked over and he told Markel, he said, no, you still my baby. I was playing. Don't do that. She wasn't ready.
Look, her whole feelings
crushed.
That's messed up.
And so, but I am. So like, I'm the baby, but also like with my sisters, it's like a sisterly relationship. Like we love each other. Like I mean, we go from smallest to biggest. Like the oldest is the littlest, and she's the most dangerous. Like that one there, you wind her up and set her loose, and all hell gonna be breaking loose. That's her. And then the middle sister, she thinks she the mama of the family.
That's what's up. Somebody got to be.
Yeah. Somebody got to manage y'all. That's how she feels. Somebody got to manage y'all.
Somebody got to keep y'all on.
Yes, on and so, but see, me and her, we're so close, and we both were the baby at one time, and the baby, both are the baby in a certain way. She's the baby of that group, and then I'm the baby as a whole.
Yeah, she was the baby until you came along.
Yeah, so for a long time,
she was the baby.
Right, and so you have that, and then by the time I got to, I would say 7th grade, nobody was in the house anymore.
Right.
So it was just me from 7th grade, 8th grade, up until I graduated.
Right.
Well, now. Like,
well, now, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, like it was just me in the house. So it's like, I'm old. Like,
then you grew up around old folks.
Old folks. I had one of the.
That's a good thing. You've been around old folks.
Yeah, so I got some sense. You know, I still do young stuff, but it's some things that like I just feel like I see coming, and it's only because I've been around these old folks and listening and watching.
You can feel it in your bones. Or
yeah,
the weather. You can smell rain.
I'm telling you. Oh no, let me tell you something. My whole body hurt. My whole body hurt right now because of this weather out here. But I will say one thing that's a benefit of being around old folks is I became like Mother Mary on so many levels. Like when I was in college, I used to cook on Sundays, cook country dinners on Sundays. We talking cabbage and sausage, macaroni and cheese, pork. Like it got to
real big mama shit.
Real big mama stuff out of a dorm apartment. Like I remember when I first started doing it, I was in the dorm, Arkansas Hall. Shout out to Arkansas Hall at the University of Central Arkansas. Go Bears!
University of Central.
The University of Central Arkansas. Look, I didn't even do it. Go Bears! The Bear Den. Hello. And so I was actually cooking in the kitchen, And technically, we weren't supposed to be cooking on that level in that kitchen.
But
everybody was eating. And like, when I tell you, like, the white boys, white girls, they was running to Walmart, running to the grocery store, like, oh, you cooking? Let me go get you some. Yes, they would go buy the groceries. And I remember my RC came in there, and every Sunday, he would say, now, Mary, you know, I don't think we're supposed to be cooking at this caliber in this kitchen. So I'm just going to give you a warning about not cooking at this caliber in this kitchen. And when he said what he had to say, I'm like, now what you want on your plate? Give me 2 pieces of chicken.
I said what I said. I said it.
I said it. Now let me get two. I want double.
So next Sunday, just don't be at this caliber.
At this caliber.
And we'll figure out what the caliber is.
You're like, what Sunday? He said, what Sunday he came in there? He said, so next Sunday, the level should be at a meatloaf.
At a meatloaf. Let me know what it is. That's what's up. That's what's
meatloaf.
up.
And then all the.
He couldn't make grits. You make pretty. He couldn't make grits. You make pretty good grits.
Oh yeah.
So you don't make quick grits.
Oh, absolutely not. No self-respecting Southerner makes quick grits.
So.
But if you count that, I might have to give you a free ticket to my next show.
That's why I said, look, so you not quick grits. These are Quaker.
These out the bag.
Out the bag?
Yeah. I can go from out the bag too quicker. Like I done got grits that I done rinsed out. Like if you rinse the grits first to make sure like you do like
you like some rice and stuff.
Yeah. You rinse your
like
grits
you're supposed to do.
Like you're supposed to do. And I mean
throw some rice in the pot and be like, shit, it's boiling.
It's boiling.
Boil that shit up.
And you want to watch that film over your rice?
Good man.
No, but I
need
do.
that starch.
We actually have a gathering. We haven't done it this year yet, but we actually usually gather the black comedians of our community. We usually gather, and it's a big meal. And it's so funny because something happens every time we have it. The first time we have it, one of the comedians burnt the biscuits. I almost killed her. I was so mad at her.
So were these canned biscuits? These canned biscuits.
That's how simple it was. It was canned biscuits on a non-stick pan.
That's easy breezy.
I told this girl, you don't butter a non-stick pan.
Yeah, she had the temperature up too high.
She did it. Turned the temperature too high.
I already know.
Burnt the biscuits.
You can't burn a biscuit like it's like you said. You don't butt. These cooking things. I know.
You burn the biscuits. Then she gonna run outside and say, "May burnt the biscuits." And I don't know if
that's hilarious.
If they've had Big Dre Price on here, and
he was supposed to be on the day, but he got stuck in Dallas because of the weather too.
So, when he finally gets a chance on this show. Tell Big Dre
about the biscuits.
No. This is not what you asked Dre. You ask Big Dre. You say, "Man, I heard May Gayden be trying to cook, but she don't cook that good." Watch his response.
He gonna be like, "Shit."
Dre cussed out 4 comedians
about your cooking.
Boy, listen, they was talking trash. May think she's so funny, and everybody be eating her because they wasn't invited. Because I don't even know you like that.
Right.
But they wasn't invited to the cookout.
So they was hating.
Yeah. So and she be cooking, and they be saying she cook. I bet she can't even cook. I bet she like Dre said, hold on.
Look, you could talk about how she look. You could talk about her comedy.
But what you ain't gonna do? If it's one thing that heifer can do. Yeah.
Flash flood. It's all good. But I did want to ask you about as far as since you just had the baby.
Back performing. I performed up to my 35th week. I did a week of comedy my 35th week.
Yeah, somebody called me. You know, I know everybody, so I ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah.
It's like, May got her big ass up in here. I was like, she in there for real?
Gigantic. I mean, gigantic. Yeah. I mean, belly all the way out.
It was country. Country
I know it was country.
Country say, shit, dog.
I know it was country.
I said, she had that baby yet? I was like,
I know. Shit. I was pregnant all. Well, you have a baby.
But I'm going to say this as a friend to you, though. I'm going to say
what?
This shit is funny. And I say this with love. But you was pitiful from the beginning. I was like, this is about 5 weeks pregnant. Oh, Ma, oh my God,
I was so tired. I was so tired.
You was barely pregnant.
I was 37 seconds pregnant.
Look, I know.
We thought I was having blood pressure issues. We didn't know what was off work. I would get off work and I would sleep from 6 o'clock to the next day.
Dang.
Like I would get off work and like then all of a sudden my hair started. Coming out.
Man.
So we had to cut my hair and we just figured out. So then I go to Mexico. I'm emotional the whole time I'm in Mexico.
Oh, so you don't know you're pregnant?
I have no idea I'm pregnant. I have no idea I'm pregnant. And so I go to Mexico. Come back. It's Easter.
Yeah.
I cooked for Easter. I have a whole emotional breakdown last Easter. I didn't cook that. Me and my mama threw down, but I cooked the majority of it. My mom cooked the dressing and the potato salad, and then like I said,
y'all do dressing on Easter. That's real.
Yeah, we do dressing. My mama's dressing is top tier, but we do. I did pot roast. I did lamb. Okay, I always gotta look at him when I say lamb. I'm gonna tell you why I looked at him because he one shake. He bought $60 worth of.
Didn't even get that.
He barely got that. I thought he had got something, but he didn't. So I did lamb the traditional way, which took 2 days. Yeah. It takes 2 days to make lamb traditionally. I did a pot roast, which took all day.
Right.
My mother roasted. Oh, that's what she did too. She roasted some chicken. I had seasoned it. My mother roasted some chicken. So we had plenty of meat. I did 2 gigantic pans of macaroni and cheese. That one pan was supposed to come back. It did not.
That's crazy.
I did a gumbo pot full of greens. We did shrimp boil. We did, what else? Golly. Oh, the sweet potatoes. The reason why I always forget to mention the sweet potatoes is because they was gone before they got started. I did like 20 pounds of sweet potatoes. Gone.
20 pounds of sweet potatoes.
We had 35, 40 people at the house.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah. So
y'all was feeding. Y'all was feeding.
Yeah, we was feeding.
I was wondering, like, you got pot roast, you got lamb, you got. That's a lot.
And can I tell you a secret?
What was that?
Was not a thing left.
They ate. Yeah. Well, that's good. It's when you cook like that, you want it all gone.
You want it all gone.
You know, because it's.
But not to the point where the main 2 people that cooked it. Me, my mama, and Marquette didn't eat. Barely ate.
Well, usually when you cook.
I'm sorry. My mama, in her starvation,
she ate.
She ate Markel's plate.
Markel said, "Bullshit. I didn't even get to eat."
My mama.
He's still mad.
He's still.
This was last Easter. He's still mad.
We on a whole nother Easter.
I bought that lamb.
And did not get to eat.
He's mad as hell. Like, you bought the lamb expensive shit.
It is expensive, and I did tell you. I said
this
year. I said
he getting his first.
Baby, putting it up, putting it away.
For real.
You get yours first.
Y'all ain't like, see, I be. My wife said,
I'm leaving you with something.
I'm the kitchen police.
I'm leaving you with something.
Every time somebody grabs something, like, what's that you got? Hold on, nigga. You done had three thighs. You need to get a wing or a breast or something. You over there messing with.
No, my favorite thing is my dad, because the greens came down to just pot liquor. Okay. And I was like, I know I cook more greens than this. And I said, they ate through the greens. So why about 2 weeks later, my mama had made some meat, but she was like, my dad was like, oh, I got the vegetables because I want some greens. She's like, I'm not cooking no greens. He said, no, I got some greens. Why was them Easter greens? My dad didn't put them Easter greens in the freezer.
He still had them.
And still had them Easter greens.
That's what's up.
Them greens. Tell some, well, you know what? I took a fork and I tasted them.
There you go.
And I said, them greens a little all right. I
might as well just keep these.
Let me put them too.
You wondering why they gone?
Why they gone?
These greens, nah.
Baby, there was some Easter greens. My dad
kidnapped the greens. Kidnapped the greens, man.
But being a mom is a different thing. It's a different thing. And especially being a mom at my age, at my big age, it is different, but it's still being a mom.
Well, that's good. Yeah, the thing about it is whenever you are, to be, it's an adventure, believe me. It's an adventure with kids.
Yes, I know. And and he is the engine and the caboose.
Baby, boy, let me tell you. That's why when I see Trey or somebody like that, when they be talking about their kids, I know they know, because you be like, when you with your kids all the time, oh, you got stories. You got all kind of stuff. The stuff they say, all the reactions.
Listen, he is 3 months old and he watches Miss Rachel. And
Miss Rachel.
I bless God. I bless God for that lovely white woman. Yeah. I do.
Miss Rachel.
Miss Rachel is amazing. That lady, hello, good morning. Like, I
just found out about something. I did this thing where they do I did this thing for over at the community center for these kids. This little event they had. Oh, it was a baby race, actually. It was the diaper dash.
Diaper dash.
Yeah, these babies racing. That shit was so funny, man. I love that.
No. They got
it was some little song. They got all these little songs, like they hip hop songs. I can't remember the name.
Gracie's Corner.
Gracie's Corner. It was turned to.
What sound does a letter make?
Whole gym funk, boy. That's what I'm saying.
What sound does a letter make?
Hey.
No, my fifth graders love Gracie's Corner. Like, it's time to clean up.
That's what I'm saying.
It's time to clean up. Hey. And there was the other one that they like. Oh, the veggie song. Let's do the veggie song. Yes. Big time.
That was
big
the
time.
easiest DJing job I had.
Right.
I just put that thing on YouTube, boy. Got them all cracking.
Got them all jumping. But yeah, Miss Rachel actually, her methodology on the screen is actually speech pathology.
Okay.
So the way she does it, it's not just saying words to the baby. Mm-hmm. It's actually showing the physical way that you need to move your mouth. Yeah. And so the big thing now is making a circle with your mouth. You know, that's what you're doing. And so he's a flirt. He a big flirt. It is evident to me that my child like ladies. That's this early. They said, early. He's very much a flirt. He's gonna flirt with a lady. Like he'll burp up and I'll wipe his mouth and he'll look at me like, listen, I could have got it. I don't need her seeing that I need my mama. He a real player. He a real player. He an OG out here. And the lady had on an orange shirt and he was just staring at an orange shirt. And I'm like, good Lord, he think it's lunchtime because she was kind of heavy chested. I was like, no. So I tried to play it off. I was like, oh, you see her orange shirt?
Orange, my
orange shirt. Yeah.
I see lunch.
I see lunch. And I was like, you see her orange? You know, you try to clean up orange. Yeah. And she said, yes, orange. No, and he
like
said,
melon.
Right, melon. Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. But anyway, he said orange. And the baby said, my baby goes, orange.
Yeah.
I said,
his mouth right for the getting ready.
Yeah, for getting it ready. So my thing is, just like his mama, you know, he gonna be ready to talk folks to death. And so I have to center that. I got to be prepared to center that energy. I got to be able to maneuver that energy into productive things.
Hey, that's what's up.
You talking about a little chocolate brother with Creole hair.
And he gonna give you plenty of material too. For your shows and stuff.
Listen.
For your comedy. I'm telling you.
Listen. But I know we about out of time, but I do want to close out by saying this. If anybody out there is looking to get into comedy, and I want you to realize this. It's not about the views, because you can do all that on Facebook and on TikTok and they send you checks. If that's what you're worried about, do it there. Because when it comes to getting on that stage don't lie. Mm-hmm.
The reaction right there in your face. They laughing or they not.
They laughing. It's right there. I have seen people chest just deflate. It's people that I do suggest that you think twice before you get into comedy. Number one, if you was the most popular person at your school because you were the class clown, I don't care what they say. I was a class clown. No, most of us were ADHD kids.
Sitting there thinking is what you're doing. So
you sitting there processing it. So that's number one, because your pride gonna hurt. Your pride gonna hurt when you get all of your fans that you got in your neighborhood on that stage, and now one of them laugh at you.
Yeah, that's the kind of it's different. It's just different. It's just a different.
If you funny with your family, and all the jokes that you tell is within your family stories, don't bring that to the stage, because we don't know your uncle with only one.
We don't get the joke because we don't know the context.
We don't know the context. Right. You have to build context, like.
You have to put the background of the uncle, put it all so people know.
It has to be relatable to more than just your crackhead cousins. Like, we got to know what's going on. Like, for me,
cousins crackhead.
One of the favorite, listen, we all got a crackhead cousin. Everybody got a crackhead cousin.
That shit ain't funny. That shit hurt. Like, I got a lot of crackhead cousins on that crack, man. They be on that. Oh, go ahead. Shout out to the crack babies.
Okay. Listen, because I'm sitting over here like I feel like a bad person.
She's like, damn. You really hurt?
I know, you didn't see my face.
I really hurt his feelings on the crack shit.
Okay, listen. Because I'm going to tell you, the crackheads in my family.
Remember, I'm from the crack era. You got to remember.
Like, okay, that's true.
We know crack.
Because the crackheads we had in our family were my favorite people. Yeah. Like, Like, the crackheads in my family, they got themselves together just for the family reunion. Now, what they did once it was over with, it's not my business, but like,
so they come up missing.
We had honorable crackheads in my family. Crackheads got
crackhead
some
is a general term.
Yeah, it's a general term. No, I can't say that.
It's a general term.
Because I'm going to tell you something. You got different things, you know what I'm saying?
It ain't got to be crack.
Some of these drugs, that's what I'm saying. No, you got to classify these new drugs. These powder heads and pill poppers and we can't just. That's different. Meth is different than crack. Them two different things. Because I know crackheads that look the same from the time they started crack to the day they passed away, and they look the same. They might have died at 87 years old. They still look like they 23-year-old self that started on crack. So I can't say that. A meth head can be on meth for 6 months, and they look like they 437 years old.
437 years.
So I can't say they're the same.
Yeah, you're right. Some stuff different.
It's not. All.
It is ridiculous.
Boy, your phone blowing up, boy.
Yeah, well, on this show, sometimes the camera is the phone. And we've revealed a big secret around here. All this shit what's going on? These niggas. But anyway, we're going to wrap this thing up because I know you got other stuff
I got other stuff to do. Baby went to sleep. Now he want to go to sleep.
Get a good nap. Yeah.
Right. But no, like, make sure that if you want to get into comedy, you're ready to do a whole lot of work and you got to put your pride aside on a lot of stuff. Because you will go from performing in front of 750 people down to performing in front of 3. Like, it's the game is like that. It's not a pretty sport. You can go up there with the flyest outfit on, tags still on it, which I don't understand that. We can talk about that another day, why they keep the tags on new clothes. I'm telling you. But you can be up there fly as you want to be. If you're not funny, you're not funny.
Right. Funny is funny. And that's one thing, man. I mean, and some crowds are different.
Some crowds are different. And I'm going to tell you something. Even in those crowds, and this is me, this is where my ego come up. Even in those crowds, I'm still funny than a mug. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because, and I've earned to be able to say that. Look, my little tire coming down. That's why the Lord had to humble me real quick.
There you go.
The Lord had to humble me real quick.
But
right. No. What really will humble me is if my breast start leaking because I'm breastfeeding right now. Just walk around with a wet T-shirt and that's the way you think it is.
You be the woman king.
The woman king, right? Just walk around here. No, but the thing about it is like we said, funny is funny. One of my top jokes is about fat dudes and their relationship with a CPAP machine.
Oh yeah, that is funny. I've seen that.
I mean, I'm just telling you. And now it's so funny because that's becoming a part of conversation that's not even my closer anymore. Yeah. That's something I can start with, I can finish with. But if you don't know what a closer is, you still got a lot of work to do on your comedy.
Oh yeah.
Like if you don't know,
it's a craft.
It's definitely a craft. It's not just getting up there being silly. Yeah. Also, new comedians, do not invite your family and friends to everything you do from the beginning. When I started comedy, it was me and my big sister. Period. It was me and my big sister. The one that I fight with the most. She was there with you. She was right there with me. She didn't let me go nowhere by myself because comedy, you do our comedy in some obscure places.
Yeah. Some back rooms.
You use some back rooms. It's actually venues now that I've been blessed to say I'm able to tell producers, hey, thank you for considering me, but I don't perform at that location. Because it's not safe. If I can't go by myself, then I'm not going. If the parking lot got more potholes than Little Rock after a thunderstorm, I'm not going. If I fall in your pothole and end up in China, I'm not going back to that place. Okay, if y'all,
I'm trying to think of a park anyway. I was thinking.
I can give you 5 addresses of locations that I would not do. Like, if when I pull up, I hear gunshots.
Yeah, that's gonna be automatic now.
My car broke down. You
even
understand?
In the distance, I'm like,
you know what? I'm not. Yeah, if I pull up. And every white F-150 is lifted.
Yeah.
And have a rebel flag on the back of it.
Yeah, we all about
I'm going up in there. Let me tell you something. Because they tipping now. Y'all can say what you want to. As long as they don't call me that.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Look, listen, that's the level of funny is funny. And the thing about it is like, I'll go in a place where I see everybody outside smoking weed. I'll go in a place where I see three dudes, they got the same baby mama. I'll go in places like that. That's how you get material.
You getting the material from the crowd.
From the crowd.
And you know.
But if I go to a place that if I choose to leave at a certain time, I'm not going to disrupt the producer or anybody else. Say, hey, can you walk me to my car? Because that's the other thing, ladies in comedy. Let me tell you something. When you get on that, when you decide to do comedy, you are no longer a lady. You are a lady. You act like a lady.
Right.
Don't be out here busting it wide open and telling them to bring it back. Like,
right.
You are still a lady.
But
you are a woman.
Don't be expecting the extra
but don't be expecting, man, absolutely not.
Right.
And I'm spoiled on my comedy scene, but baby, at first, I was one of the guys.
Yeah.
In a wig and all, one of the dudes.
Right.
You know, but you have to earn that from them. They have to know.
That's how the community, you got to be one of the guys.
You got to be one of the guys. Comedy is masculine.
Yeah.
Comedy is masculine.
Yeah.
Comedy is straightforward what it is and what it ain't. And comedy is different for everybody, but either you funny or you not.
Yeah, that's real deal.
Like you funny or you not. And so with that being said, you guys can follow me as well.
I was about to ask, where can they follow you?
Yeah, you guys can follow me, Moments with May on everything. Moments with May. That's M-A-Y May. And then on Snapchat, I done got into doing a little bit of Snapchat, having a little bit of put some Snapchat on it. Eyes on Diva, because I thought I was cool with that when I was in college, and you can't change your Snapchat. But it's Eyes, EYES on Diva on Snapchat. But everything else is Moments with May. I don't fool with X.
Right.
So if you follow me on X, I don't know what's on there. I went on there the other day, and I really hope that they don't flag my account, because I didn't know that X has become so X-rated. I didn't know that. It was, I promise I wasn't following Big Booties Galore before I left Twitter. I was not. But when I got on there, the level of amount of twerking with, first of all, I didn't know you could twerk with a BBL.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy looking.
It's crazy out here, but I didn't want to see it, so I don't really fool with it. I mean, I don't know.
That shit up.
This one girl,
I'm kind of fed up with this shit, this BBL.
With the BBLs.
Yeah, that shit don't look right.
Because these BBLs killing y'all.
This shit don't look natural.
And the thighs don't match.
This shit look crazy.
If I woke up,
that shit look crazy.
Listen, if I'm gonna do anything, it's gonna be get rid of the C-section scar.
See a lot of
that's all I want to do. That might be it. Remove the C-section scar if I feel like it. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you can't lift up the bottom of this belly to see what you need to see, you don't need to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not feeling. So I've had 8 children. I've had 8 children.
That
like I have breastfed, sir. Look, you better move it out the way.
But the thing is, grown folks know that. So
grown folks know that.
Ain't nobody studying that.
Ain't nobody studying that.
Unless you just watch Instagram. Like I said, that right there is something you got to pay for. Like Miss Vivian, young Vivian wants you to pay for that BBL. And on that note, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Don't forget, this is Giggles Without Limits. Of course, you got big shows coming up in Atlanta and Chicago. They got shows twice a month in Chicago. You know, at Riddles, they got all that stuff going. So we'll be doing all that. We'll be back in not this week, but the week after next. And I got to look at the date. They didn't give me a calendar for this job, but you know what's coming up next, man. You know, it's all good. Everybody have a great day. We enjoy your Saturday. Shout out to Shalonda Harris.
Absolutely.
Our executive producer and timekeeper. She probably looking at the clock now.
So I was like, y'all get off that phone.
All kind of N-words.
If y'all don't, you know, she got that house. If y'all don't get up off the YouTube, this ain't time for y'all to be catching up.
The mayor of Lyskinchia. But anyway, I will holler at y'all. That's my girl. Giggles Without